Good Sunday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. This November 13th, Chris Allen Skywicks. That's my handle. I just made it a little more obvious right there. See what I did? I took the ampersand that's used at, then Chris Allen Skywicks, and it's all blended together with a little bitty cloud right there. So that's my handle always has been on social media. So just a little different background, a little different something. So there you go. I don't know. Anyway, it's Sunday. Wow, what a day for some yesterday. I was out in the cold, went to my grandson's football game, which we lost. That's okay. I'm proud of him, proud of the team. There were others that were out yesterday doing the same thing on different grade levels from Pee Wee football on up. So it was a blustery day. Most of the precipitation got out of there before a lot of the games began, although we could see snow flurries. We could see them falling from time to time. No big deal. Here up north, 1, 2, even 3 inches of snow. It was crazy right along the Ohio River and back to the west. This morning, the view here showing that all of it's gone except for maybe a passing flurry or two. I want to show you this right here. Um, this is where the skies are clearing. See that little darker area there back along the Mississippi River in southern Illinois? But you see this bright spot that's right here, and you can see a lake here and a lake there. Well, that bright spot is snow that's on the ground in southern Illinois and Missouri as the clouds pass over. Kind of cool, isn't it? And there's even a little bit of snow still on the ground in southern Indiana and right along the Ohio River this morning. All of this that you're seeing over southern Kentucky, middle Tennessee, all of that is just low level clouds that are going to be with us for the beginning of the day. And for some of you, maybe even most of the day. But we'll eventually get rid of these low clouds and occasional flurries that just happen to fly by. That's going to go away as we go through the next 12 to 18 hours or so. But you'll start out with some cloud cover this morning, and maybe that passing snow flurry, it's not going to amount to anything. That system is just about gone. Now, here's a look at the next 10 days as we take a look at the blend of models. Look how cold it's going to be. We're in the cold, and as I've mentioned for over a week or two now, once it gets cold, it's going to stay cold. So only low 40s today, down into the low 20s for overnight lows tonight. We do warm into the low 50s tomorrow, but after that, we're going to stay in the 40s and maybe get back into the low 50s by next week, just before Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's the 10 days right there at the end of it. You see it, November 23rd. That'll be the couple of days before, or actually the day before Thanksgiving. So look at these lows, though. Look at the one that's, let me get into this graphic so you can see my pointer. Look at that one. 18, a low of 18. That's going to be Friday night into Saturday morning. This coming Friday night into Saturday morning. Brr. The cold is here and it's going to stay, it appears. All right, now let's get to the details as far as predicted temperatures and current temperatures. First, we'll start with the currents, the Kentucky Mesonet Network, showing, okay, let me back up here. I forgot I was going to show this, but here we go, just in case you needed to keep up with how much precipitation fell yesterday. 13 hundredths of an inch of rain at the airport, and you see between 12 and 13 hundredths at the Mesonet sites, both of them here in Warren County. Most everybody a tenth of an inch, then you start to see some quarter inch or close to it, over 2/10 of an inch. Some of that was in the form of snow. So, yes, water equivalent of snow. I'm not sure what the ratio was yesterday. It was probably kind of high, probably 15 to 1 or 20 to 1. I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't check on that part of it. But it was enough to produce some light snow for some of you and heavier snow back west and north. Temperatures this morning starting at 5:30 as I record this podcast, around 30 degrees. There are some upper 20s like over in Russellville. Let's see, there's a 29 up in Litchfield and so forth and on and on. So you get the drift here, and it's going to be like this for a long time to come. Now, on to the predicted temperatures as we take a look at the maps that are looking more blue than red or yellow or gold. The colors indicate the temperature, of course, in the blue. Oh, I'm blue. Yes, I'm blue. Okay, so we see that temperatures are starting in the 20s everywhere this morning, maybe closer to 30 in a couple of spots. We'll moderate slightly today. Yesterday's was 46. We'll get close, probably 41, 42, 43. It's going to be right in there somewhere today. By the way, average high, to show you how we flip flop the atmosphere, the average high is 61. That's where we ought to be for this part of November. Sorry, hit the microphone. This part of November, we should be right there in the low 60s for highs on average for this point in November. And yesterday's high was 46. That's 15 degrees colder than average. Remember, only a few days ago, we were 15 to 18 degrees above average. It seems that we can't meet in the middle and just kind of be where we should be. We go from one extreme to the other. And here we are with some of the coldest air of the season. So we go low, maybe mid 40s today. It's not going to feel like it. That breeze just makes it feel even colder. Tonight, though, as skies clear, we will fall on down into the mid 20s, probably about 25, 24. Look at E-Town, 22, Evansville, 23, even Nashville, 27 for an overnight low. Just get used to it. It's going to be this way for a while. Tomorrow, maybe upper 40s for your Monday, but then nighttime lows drop back into the 20s. We're just kind of stuck in that pattern now, where we were stuck in the pattern of warmer air. Now we're stuck in the pattern of colder air. So I would just make sure your heat is working like it should. Everything's working like it should, because you're going to need it. Here's a look at the maps this morning. We start with a very tranquil atmosphere, but still leftover clouds may take much of the morning, or even for some of you, much of the day, get rid of these low clouds. And you still may see a passing snow flurry or two this morning, but it's not going to be any big deal. As I told you yesterday, whatever snow fell around here is not going to be a big deal, just wet roads. Now, there could be an icy spot or two this morning on a bridge or overpass, but that's about it. Any kind of snow flurry activity is going to be in the higher elevations later today, east of us. High pressure builds in. Here we go the rest of today into Monday, high pressure controlling. Here comes the next system that we're going to watch for Monday night into Tuesday. So here we are, Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Monday evening. Here comes a little shortwave, a little disturbance off of a low pressure system along the Mississippi River. You see the snows off to the north mix in the middle, and then rain and even thunderstorms to the south as Gulf of Mexico moisture comes in. So we'll start off, we're going to be again on that fine line, as we most often are. 90% of the time, we're going to be on a line between the frozen precipitation and the liquid precipitation. And this is no exception. It's just where we are in proximity to the Gulf of Mexico and these systems that keep diving down and coming in. It's pretty typical, really. So it's hard to pinpoint exactly who's going to get frozen precipitation, who's not. Most likely, we will not. We're going to stay just warm enough for rain Monday night into Tuesday, early Tuesday. That's not to say there won't be something mixed in with it, but again, ground temperatures are too warm. It's not going to be that big of a deal for us. Further north, it will, north of the Ohio River. Here we go into Tuesday, into Wednesday, then Thursday. Here comes another system out of the Rockies into Friday. A cold front does pass by, but it looks mainly dry for us right now. Now, that could change because we're talking about Friday. That's still several days away, but the way the pattern is, the jet stream, everything flowing here, it looks like it's going to be mainly dry. And then there's Saturday, dry, cold. This is going to be what we're stuck in for a while. And I know it's the time of year. I mean, people are putting up their Christmas trees and Christmas decorations. I get it. It's we're kind of there too. I told my wife, I said, let's just go ahead and let's just get it up. I want it to be festive for a while. See the lights and the decorations because it's going to be cold. It's going to be cloudy. And, you can get really down in the dumps if you just let all that take over and not get some brightness in your life, get some lights and get some festivities going on. So hopefully that will make things better for all of us. Okay, that'll do it for this morning's weather podcast, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Make it a great Sunday. God bless you, and thank you for watching. And I'll be right back here tomorrow morning.